This is episode number 2 of Stuck in a Rundown with Coach Let's Go. I'm Coach Let's Go. This is Little Let's Go. Say hi.
Hey.
So last session we talked about what is good in youth baseball, and Little Let's Go said there's a few things that were really important. One that really hit me for coaches, for parents: does our practice make sense? Is it a good practice? Little Let's Go. What's important about a good practice?
It's organized. It's not all over the place.
Not all over the place. So when you go and see a coach, and when you start your practice, do you want to be like, I'm just going to listen to my coach and he's going to tell me where to go and we're going to do this, that, and the other thing, or what?
Well, I think you should know what to do before you get there, and
You should know, coaches! You should know what you're going to do before you get there. And if you don't know, please subscribe to CoachLet'sGo.com. And I can help you with those things, but I'm going to pull out a tool here. It's going to be crazy. But let's just look at a sample practice plan. Are you ready to do this? It's insane. Oh my God, we have a prop. Grant, Little Let's Go. There it is. Everybody, a practice plan. A practice plan. It's crazy. I've got a whiteboard that has a practice plan. Now I'll walk you through the practice plan. And I know you're seeing my hand there, and it's kind of crazy, but let's talk about this practice plan. And you're not going to be able to see it too well here, but step 1, intro and classroom. What is to be expected? Coaches, parents, players. When we get to practice, we should know step 1 is, why are we here? All the players should get together. The coaches should explain, hey, these are the things that we're going to do today. These are the things that we're going to learn today. So in Little Let's Go's word, it can't be all over the place. So if I tell Little Let's Go and his teammates, hey, you, and you're going to start in zone 1, infield. You, and you're going to start in zone 2, outfield. You, and you're going to start in hitters. We're going to end the practice with a combined practice, which may be speedball, which we'll talk about in some other time. Step 2, active stretching and warm-ups. Leaders breed leaders. I'm going to put this down, and I'll refer to it, and you're not going to see it, but leaders breed leaders. So coaches, who leads stretching? Who leads active warm-up? Do you make that decision? I don't know. Grant, who should make that decision?
The leaders.
Well, what defines a leader on a team?
Someone that...
Is it the best player on the team?
Not always.
No, never. Usually. What defines a leader on a team? What makes a leader on a team? When we get together and we're going to do our drills, we're going to get together, we're going to do warm-ups. What defines that leader? Who goes together and says, boys, let's go. We're going to warm up.
Someone that will get them ready.
Yeah. Are they the best
Get 'em
player?
up.
Are they the best player?
In some ways.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
But are they the best player? They're not.
No.
Often leaders, coaches, parents, often leaders are not the best players in our team. Often leaders are people that are willing to do the job, where our coaches don't. Coaches, you need to understand that we have to recognize who our leaders are and give them the opportunity to be leaders. We don't often do this. It's often daddy ball. It's often, our best hitter, they're the leader. Well, guess what? Our best hitter, he just likes to stroke the ball, man. He doesn't want to be the leader. Oftentimes, in youth baseball, our leaders aren't our best players. Recognize it. Recognize that our best players may be our best players, but the best players aren't the best leaders. And let the leaders lead. You often miss this. We want it to be our son. We want it to be our next door neighbor. We want it to be the kid that's played for us since he's in T-ball. But he's not the best player. Let leaders lead and let them get into that position. They may not be the best player, but the best leader is often the best player. So let's go back to our practice plan. Step number 2, have a greeting and a warm-up. Leaders breed leaders. Number 3, breakouts. So in my practice plan, I have 3 breakouts. I actually have 4 breakouts. 1 is infield, 1 is hitting, 1 is outfield, 1 is a combined practice. So if I have 12 players on my team, I need to break them out into equal portions, right? 4 players into each section, and I work infield. And if I'm going to do infield, and I'm not going to give you drills here, but I can give you a few. We can do around the world. We can do the noodle ball practice to make sure that infielders got their hands in front of the ball. In outfield, we can do back to the ball, recognize and find it. We can do the Coach Let's Go drill, where you start in front of the coach, they throw it over your head, they catch the ball, they hit the cutoff, they get a grounder, they hit the catcher on a crow hop. In hitting, we can do an open stance and load into the back hip. We can do a hover drill and load into the back hip. We can do the Barry Bonds drill and make sure that we drive the ball into second base, and then we can go into live pitching and let the boys bring it all together. And then finally, a combined drill. So if we have 12 kids, if we have 10 kids, that doesn't matter. Coaches, parents, get involved. If you suck at baseball and you're afraid of baseball, who cares? Get involved. We can play speedball. Grant, do you know what speedball is? Can you tell everyone what speedball is?
So, on my team, we usually have like 9 kids at practice, and we do a 3v3v3. And, well, you can do like other teams if you have more players, but so one team is in the outfield, the next team's in the infield, and then one group's hitting. And then you just play a normal game, and like when the hitting team has 3 outs, the outfielders come to infield, infield goes to hitting, hitting goes to outfield.
So it's like a real game.
Yeah.
But there's no real team though, because it's 3v3v3, or it could be 4v4v4, or 5v5v5, right? And if we don't, coaches, if we don't have enough players, guess what? You're the first baseman, you're the third baseman, you're the center fielder. It doesn't matter. Where do you want your players to learn and play the game? So the whole point of this Coach Let's Go and having an organized practice, right, is do you have an organized practice? Do you use the whiteboard? Do you have where every kid is supposed to go for 20 minutes, 30 minutes at a time? Do you have that? Or do we just get a bunch of kids together and we say, hey, let's warm up. Let's take some infield. Let's hit some outfield. Who wants to hit? Hey, Bob, what should we do next? Or do you have a plan? Grant, should we have a plan?
Yes.
Do ball players want a plan?
Yes.
What about when we do, honest to God, when we do small ball, is it insane?
Small ball.
Small ball, when you play 3v3v3.
Oh, wait, yeah.
It's insane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does it seem like a real game?
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it intense?
Yeah.
Do you get the experience in a practice that you get in a real game?
Yeah. Live pitching.
Live pitching. And listen, coaches, if we don't have a pitcher, then coaches pitch. But don't wuss up on them. Don't go back to daddy ball. Don't go back to 8U. Throw the ball at them. If you don't have a catcher, then let the next coach be the catcher. Put a backstop in there. Let them play ball. Have a plan. Having a plan is where these kids really learn to play ball. Hitting ground balls, hitting outfield, doing the same old crap that they're so used to from T-ball is not going to help them. Grant, is that going to help you?
No.
Do you want to plan?
Yes.
Stuck in a rundown. Coach, let's go. Let's go.